התשובה היא שזה כאילו זה כאילו הכי גטו סטייל, אתה יודע, כאילו אימג' אדיטינג. פשוט, אתה יודע, כזה, אני תופס את עצמי בסקרינשוט על מסך שחור, ומדביק, כאילו, או דואג שבסטרים יהיה בדיוק את מה שאני רוצה, ואז פשוט עושה סקרינשוט לעצמי, כאילו. ואז מעלה את זה בתור PNG, כאילו, לתאמנייל. כן, בוא נעשה ככה, אני אעביר אותך לסטרים, כאילו חלקית. כאילו האמת שבוואנס אתה תעשה share screen, אז אני אוכל להעביר באופן מצחיק את הראש שלך גם לתוך הסטרים. נראה לי שזה יהיה חלק מההחלטה, שאנחנו נקבל בלייב. נראה לי שאני והוא נצביע. כן. קשה, כן, זה היה דבר כזה. אור, יש לך איזה שוקולד לחסות לסטרים הזה? חד משמעית. בהחלט קלאסה. טוב, הגיע הזמן גם אולי שאני ארוג נגיד את וואטסאפ, את הסלק. נראה לי שכדאי לחכות לנגיד ב5, לא יודע אם ב10, אבל משהו שהוא בסגנון של... כן. טוב, אני אנסה לראות אם גם לי יש... האם מישהו יכול לעשות איתי רגע end-to-end טסט בפרודקשן ולפתוח את הסטרים יוטיוב שלי ולראות אם שומעים את הזום בתוך היוטיוב, כי אותי בוודאות שומעים, אבל השאלה החשובה היא האם שומעים את החצי השני של הדבר הזה. או יודע מה, אור, תשמיע רגע איזשהו קול? בוא נראה, אולי עכשיו?
שוב אפשר
יש.
לינק ליוטיוב?
כן, אבל השאלה החשובה היא האם שומעים את החצי השני של הדבר הזה. או יודע מה, אור? אוי, מצחיק. יופי. בוא נראה, אולי עכשיו?
בסוף אפשר לגשת
אני חושב שזה האינפינט מירור הכי מורכב שהיה לי אי פעם, כאילו
לא תופעת. אבל גם זה נשמע שלא שומעים אנשים מהאינטרנט.
עכשיו פתחתי את הווליום, אז עוד רגע אתה אמור לשמוע את זה, אבל כאילו זה בעיקר הולך להיות ממש מצחיק עכשיו, כאילו כל הלולה הזאת. אני חושב שזה האינפינט מירור הכי מורכב שהיה לי אי פעם, כאילו אוקיי, שומעים אותך.
אבל רק כמו מערכון של בואו בעינם.
עכשיו פתחתי את הווליום, אז עוד רגע אתה אמור לשמוע את זה, אבל כאילו זה בעיקר הולך להיות ממש מצחיק עכשיו, כאילו כל הלולה הזאת. שאפשר לסגור את הסטרים.
נפלא. אני מאוד מרוצה ממה שהיה פה עכשיו.
אני ממש שמח שהדבר הזה כבר מתועד באינטרנט. זה כאילו, זהו, זה לנצח שם, ואני רוצה שיהיה לי נקודות אינטרנט על זה שיצרנו את הלופ הזה. כן, מהצד שלי, הסטרים הזה הוא בחסות גבינת עמק, כי אין לי שוקולד. זה... אנחנו אמרנו מתחילים בחמישה או ב-0-0?
אמרנו שמתחילים, אתה אמרת נתחיל ב5, לא יודע. אפשר לרמות, דבר על כל מיני מטה.
כאילו סוג של, אנחנו יכולים להגיד, אתה יודע, יש שם של דומיין שנרכש, זה לא החלטה שהולכת להתקבל בלייב, ואז כאילו אם מישהו מפספס את זה, זה לא כאילו איזה משהו שכואב לכולם.
כן, האמת אין ברירה, אנחנו נתחיל מלהסביר מה אנחנו עושים, ולכן... אבל כן, זה הדומיין. כרגע יש שם מן הסתם כלום.
כן, לא שמתי כלום חוץ $10 על הדבר הזה.
יכולים לרמות, אנחנו לחלוטין יכולים כאילו לבנות את זה בתור אתר סטטי שאתה מוסיף אליו דברים בפול ריקווסט. ואז אשכרה לסיים את זה היום.
אתה אומר כאילו בפשוט תוכן כזה סטייל, איך שלא קוראים להם, שעשו את ה-plain text offenders נגיד.
כן, דברים כאלה. מה זה plain text offenders? הם עשו את הדבר הזה עם גיט?
לדעתי יש להם ממש רשימה איפשהו באינטרנט שאתה פשוט יכול כאילו to contribute אם אני זוכר נכון.
או submit a post.
אז לא, אז לא עם גיט. טוב, איכשהו זכור לי שהיה להם.
מצד שני זה נראה שהדבר הזה הוא איכשהו קשור מאוד לטמבלר? לא יודע.
זה איזשהו פרויקט של חבר'ה ישראלים, אני זוכר נכון מלפני די הרבה זמן. בגדול...
seriously? Text offender? אין מצב.
מה זה שודן? אני אפילו לא מכיר את החברה הזאת.
זה אנשי סקיוריטי שעשו כאילו סקאן בפורט 80 לכל העולם, לכל ה-IPים, ונתנו מנוע חיפוש. הם כאילו גריי האט, אתר אבטחה מגניב, לא יודע, כלי אבטחה מגניב.
קול.
אבל כן.
כן.
זה הולך פה.
כן, here is your password זה פשוט לא, זה אף פעם לא אימייל שאתה רוצה לקבל.
מפתחים שהם אתר אינטרנט, אבל שהוא פשוט סטטיק ובסייט, ואתה כאילו שולח אליו דברים כפול ריקווסט. נגיד כל awesome, לא יודע, awesome rust נגיד. . כל הרשימות הנוראיות האלה שאפשר למצוא באינטרנט והילדים מאוד אוהבים. זה סוג של דבר כזה, כאילו אתה אמור לגשת אליו דרך גיטהאב ולא כאתר,
כן.
אבל התיעוד של פייתון הוא דוגמה שהיא קצת יותר אתר מזה, ואנחנו יכולים להיות דוגמה שהיא לגמרי אתר. ופשוט להשתמש בגיטהאב בתור המנגנון
בתור
לעשות
הדאטאבייס
האתר.
שלנו. כן. כאילו.
וכיוון שזה פרויקט שהוא מאוד למפתחים, כאילו...
דרך אגב, אתה לחלוטין התחלת לרמות.
נכון, נכון, אני לחלוטין התחלתי לרמות. טוב, אז בוא, נראה לי שאפשר להתחיל.
כן?
אז
Recording in progress.
שלום אינטרנט, שלום לכל מי שאיתנו היום.
שלום אינטרנט.
אני כאן עם סוף. היי סוף.
היי, מה העניינים?
ואנחנו אפילו עושים דאבל סטרים. אני מסטרים בדוג'ו וסוף מסטרים ביוטיוב שלו.
נכון.
ואם אתם רוצים לראות את זה יפה אז תראו את זה אצל סוף, כי יש לו כל מיני OBS וסטאפים מורכבים ומגניבים. הסקרין אין סקרין, כאילו שאני רואה את המצלמה שלי בדיליי של 2 שניות אצל סוף, מבלבל בטירוף.
אני יכול לעשות את הפעולה הזאת ואתה לא תראה את המסך שלך, אבל נראה לי שזה כדאי שנראה את המסך שלך.
כן. אז אני פשוט לא יודע.
אני יכול להעיף את הפנים, לשים את הפנים שלך נגיד. טוב.
לא, שים את זה שם, בסדר, אני פשוט לא אסתכל על החלק הזה במסך, זה סתם מצחיק אותי. שאל אותי עכשיו מישהו בלייב אם אפשר לשלוח קישור לסטרים של סוף, אז לא, אם אתם עכשיו כאן בלייב, תישארו כאן בלייב ודברו איתנו. אני אומר לאנשים, תראו את סוף. אבל יותר מעניין מזה, מה אנחנו עושים היום? אז באימון הקודם של הדוג'ו, התחילו כמה אנשים לדבר על מורקים נוראים שלהם עם מונגו, וזרקו כמה דברים לא טריוויאליים שדווקא הפתיעו אותנו. כזה, שמונגו grinds to a halt מאוד מהר, אין כזה, הוא לא נהיה איטי יותר ואיטי יותר עד שהוא נדפק, ואז פתאום נדפק לגמרי, אלא הוא עובד, נדפק לגמרי וקוראים לך מהבית בסוף שבוע לתקן את זה. ואז אנשים אמרו כזה, למה אין אתר שאפשר לכתוב בו סיפורים כאלה? ואמרנו, יאללה, בואו נעשה אתר כזה. אז היום אנחנו רוצים לעשות אתר כזה, סוף קנה את הדומיין Morak.dev, נראה לי כמו אחלה דומיין. רגע, לא רצינו לעשות את זה באנגלית? נראה לי שרצינו לעשות את זה באנגלית.
נכון, היה כזה דבר.
נראה לי שמאוחר מדי? לא יודע, מה אתה אומר?
כאילו, עוד לא אמרנו כמעט כלום, בזבזנו מתוך הסטרים שחשבנו שאנחנו הולכים לעשות 3 דקות, 2 דקות למעשה, עכשיו רק 8 ו7 דקות מתוך הזמן שהקצנו. We can
בוא
switch.
נעשה את זה שוב. אני אעשה סטופ רקורדינג ואז רקורד, ואולי זה יעבוד להתחיל קובץ חדש, שיהיה לי קל לעלות בנפרד.
Recording stopped.
כאן.
Recording in progress.
Hello Internet.
Hello.
So me and Suf are here together today, collaborating on I should share screen. Me and Suf are here together today. We're collaborating on a thing we're gonna call Morak.dev. Morak is a Hebrew word that means like battle story. And we would like for there to be a website where you can like share all your battle stories of how you used different infrastructures in production and how you suffered or didn't suffer, to make it easier for people to choose their next database or message queue or network protocol or whatever. It's an idea that came from the previous dojo, where it just happened live on video and was very useful to people, and we said let's make a website where people can make this. And that's what we're going to do. It will probably take more than 1 week. We'll do everything from choosing technologies, choosing where to host it, developing the code, writing a few Moraks ourselves, publishing it, maybe even marketing it, I don't know. The idea is to get from zero to a full product and show you all our thinking along the way, including how we work as a team and how we split work and when we work together and when we each go do his own thing, etc. So yeah, I think that's that, and we should be able to start.
Yeah.
I'll just quick open my trusty Excalidraw, which is the best whiteboard in the world, and let's figure out what we want to build before we start talking about how to build it. So essentially, it's a single web page, right? It's not very complicated. Like
I believe what we would like to have, except for like maybe the main feed, is something like, yeah, exactly, like, yeah, Morak.dev / Redis slash tool name, basically, and then you'll see like all the battle stories that people have posted for that kind of product. Do we want anything like to cross-reference maybe like the competing products? Probably not at the first shot, but
first shot, that's for sure. I mean, people should already know what they're thinking to use, and just make sure there's no painful stories that are relevant to their use case. Like, for example, you could have Postgres here, and then have like the uber terrible story about write amplification.
Yep.
So I don't know, you could have like,
do we want just people to submit Markdown, basically? Probably, right?
I think so, yeah.
Awesome.
Sort of. No name on this? Really? Okay, no name on this. Yeah. So you'll have Postgres, and then one of the battle stories will be some I don't know, Matthew developer Uber, and he'll be saying Postgres is nice, but we had one terrible problem at Uber. Our table had many indexes, and because Postgres tuples are
Immutable.
Every time we wrote, we updated the row, wrote into one class num indexes different pages, which trashed our disk terribly, and switching to MySQL. And I don't know, this thing could have some background or something. I mean,
Yep.
I don't know, maybe we want like upvotes and comments. Maybe we don't.
That won't work with like a static database like GitHub. What?
English yet.
What?
We didn't use the word static database in English yet.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's the time to think this kind of thought.
So I think like there will be value for like good posts bubbling up and bad posts basically going down, because if somebody just says like MySQL sucks, then that doesn't help anyone. That's not like a good battle story of like actual use.
Okay, so we had one bit of pre-conversation while we were waiting for everyone to log into the stream, where we thought, you know, instead of building a web app using a database, whatever, we can just have a static website on GitHub using GitHub Pages and just have people submit pull requests if they want to add content. And so that's one option on the table. I'm not sure it's the right option because maybe this will make people submit less Moraks. Maybe it will make people submit more Moraks. I'm not sure.
I think like it will like a big button that says post where it's already an empty text box is much more inviting than a pull request.
Probably yes.
We can also do like the hack that I did with the ticketing website, where we make a static website with GitHub or like with Cloudflare pages, GitHub pages, doesn't matter. And we do hold the database, but we update, like we redeploy the static thing like every time, so it won't be served like from a server that costs money. Like it costs, yeah.
So what I was gonna say about the GitHub option, which also makes sense in other options, is we could be editors, you know? Like we could float this to the top because this is really high value and well written.
Yeah.
We to, you know, submit to the unwashed masses of the internet.
Yeah, actually, also like when we are actually like in a really small scale, that might be actually a better solution than like trying to automate things from the get-go.
And also we should like just go around soliciting people to write their stories.
Cool.
Like, this looks like a Stack Overflow. It looks like a community website, whatever, but it's a content website. And we're the editors, and it's our responsibility to have the best content on there.
I do think that we need to somehow aggregate feedback of like what other people think is good content, regardless of how we order things. So we still need a way to people. I didn't hear what you said.
I also think comments make sense. I think comments are great.
Yep.
Like personally, I adore Stack Overflow comments. Those are the best. Because you have the answer, and the answer is wonderful, but then there's like, it doesn't work for someone. So he just says, this doesn't work for me. And then someone tells him, oh, try spelling it in uppercase. And they do. And then it works. And I can just go in there and already see all this, you know, having already happened. So I think comment.
Also, like another like excellent thing that Stack Overflow have is the fact that other people can edit your post and like correct things if what you said is no longer relevant, or like they can enrich your content.
Yeah, but that's a version 2 feature. We on version 1 we should like leave it for just ourselves to be able to edit things.
First of all, like people can if it's like in a pull request model, then everyone can edit at anything. So that's, you actually get that for free if we do pull request models as a model. But what I'm thinking is maybe we should just open a Stack Overflow community with a custom domain. As like,
I don't think... Like, can we just start a Stack Exchange? I don't think we can. I think you have to like lobby them to do that. And probably there is a Stack Exchange already, but it probably sucks.
Interesting.
Check out Area 51. Yeah, so that's how you open a
Staging.
Stack Exchange.
Yeah.
And let's see if something like this exists. So tech. Technology, maybe. There's all of these. I don't think there's exactly this. I'm not seeing it here. At least it's not very big if it exists. People watching this might be thinking like maybe software recommendations.
I think
People
that
watching this thinking like, we came here to watch people write code. Why are they talking and looking at Stack Exchange and stuff? But like, the best line of code is the line of code not written. And taking the time to figure out whether you actually need to write code or not is like the most important part of any kind of project. So this is a thing somebody sent in the comments. And yeah, somebody did this, but it doesn't seem very... I don't know, this is way too enterprising. I do not believe this. Like
actually the fact that both of us haven't like came up across it organically is also like a strong signal this hasn't took off.
I came across like, you know, there's a StackShare, which is not very different. It's for stacks and not, but it has the feature, like if I search for Postgres.
That's not, yeah. No.
Postgres.
The elephant. Yeah.
And oh, I hate you guys.
You.
Seriously. Yeah, let's stop right here. A website you can't use is irrelevant to anything. So I'm guessing these guys, like, since I haven't heard of them and they're claiming 604 reviews, they are probably stealing the reviews from somewhere else.
Postgres is offers. That's broken English.
Yeah, I know. That's why I Googled specifically that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is like I would not give them the credit of like being too inventive to use GPT, but it is like a human GPT is basically probably writing content or scraping content.
I don't know. This seriously seems like they're stealing it from somewhere, but I don't know. I seriously don't know. Doesn't look useful at all, though. I think the focus on like battle stories and not just like, if you don't have something impactful to say, don't say anything, right? This is just blog spam.
Yeah. So yeah, let's not make like SEO.com.
Yeah. So we don't care. This seems more related, but not what we want and not for developers.
Also, like, we don't want recommendations, we want the opposite. We want like this like high quality dissing. That's
only be nice and call it battle stories.
Yeah.
So we don't like this and we're not gonna use this, which leaves us with some sort of doing it ourselves. And yeah, Jonathan says like we could use a forum instead of writing code, because the forum is not very different from what we want. But if there's something Stack Overflow convinced me of in the early 2000s when it was launched, not that early, mid 2000s, is that the shape of like of a community website really drives how interaction works for it. So like having posts that can float up independently of each other creates a very different kind of conversation than having posts that are just chronological and people can reply to each other in posts, etc. And we really don't want the second thing. Either we want a very edited garden, or we want like something Stack Overflow with upvote and downvote buttons and whatever.
You can start with GitHub pages and move to your own code later.
Yeah, we can do that. We can start with GitHub pages and move to our own code, definitely. What will be missing in GitHub pages is comments, but maybe we can just use Discuss for comments.
Open what? Use what?
Discuss. They're the comments, blog comments as a service website, web app.
Oh, so you're serving like an iframe and then they do the magic?
Yep.
Can you export what they have?
I'm pretty sure you can. Of course, we'd check that before we... Yeah, we can get a gzipped file of all the comments on our website.
Importing comments into Discuss. So that's...
No, there's an export.
Okay, nice.
And of course there would be, because otherwise nobody would ever use them. But yeah, we can use something like this. And that way we can start with a GitHub thing and actually get something in the air today. We won't have the upvote, downvote buttons, but we will have like manual editing, which is not that bad. And maybe we should do this, you know? Another thing we could do by the way is like have a static website, but have some sort of form that somehow submits to us new things to add to the website.
A link to a new pull request with maybe some pre-filled content.
A link to what?
To like a new pull request in GitHub with some pre-filled content where they just need to like add their whatever they want to say and press the green button of like open pull request.
That's an option.
Or actually they have like GitHub have their own like discussion wiki thingy that we can maybe mooch over. Yeah.
Sounds suspicious. I would just add a web form that, I don't know, not send us an email because that has been broken since the end of the 90s. But we can just have a server that, you know, logs requests for that.
It's nice that there's the difficulty of having to open a pull request to add something, I think.
Jonathan thinks it's nice to make it more difficult to, like, having the hurdle of opening a pull request.
Since we want to curate high quality content and not like, you know, Facebook comments, then that hurdle might be useful, but also like, you know, we'll know it when we actually use it and like see how users interact with the system.
Yeah, maybe we should. It's a thing you could A/B test, I guess. But My intuition says we want this to just be a button and not a pull request. Make it the easiest possible to do this. Maybe we should just tell people to email us stories.
How is this better than a pull request?
Come on, it's much easier to email than to pull request.
Okay, yeah, because it's private and not public. Yeah, sure.
All kinds of reasons.
Yeah.
Like everybody has an email address. Yeah, I think email is pretty nice actually. Just tell people like, want to add a story, email this inbox, and then we'll take care of everything. Until this grows too big.
Okay.
Right?
I mean, I think it's still like kind of a lot of friction, but we could like if
of like flows where you forgot to save and close your browser, and then your whole long post got lost, and like this would just having this be the email, using email for our UX just solves all of this. And like the GitHub PR flow is, what's going on here? GitHub.com. Let's go to some project I created. Oh no, that's IO. I want github.com/shekels. Oh, /son-of-elite/shekels. So there's this website and I want to add a pull request, right? I have to fork it first, I think.
no, you don't have to.
I don't have to.
You don't have, or actually GitHub like makes it quite easy, because once there's like a file, you can basically just press like edit anywhere. Like there's a button on any file, and then it will create a fork for you in the background if you submit a pull request. Python, CPython, not PSF.
I keep confusing that one. So I want to edit Python's README. So I go here and then I edit this. And then it auto forks and I can send a pull request.
Yep.
How terrible will it be if I try this? Let's try this. And my edit will be to remove this last line and then commit the changes. Will it auto-generate a pull request?
Do you want to maybe test it on not CPython, but on like a project that I own or something? Yeah. Suf-Golan.
Suf-Golan. Let's find some code you wrote and try that there. So this looks good. It's, oh, I remember this.
Yeah. Yeah, I made it an actual package that you can actually install and like it works and not.
So how come I can't do this here?
I don't know, but if that's a setting that we can change, then let's change it. Seems like something.
Wanna try?
Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
Let's see.
Can I make opinions? I think there are a few things important about the technology here, and most of the suggestions get them.
Wait, is everyone hearing Jonathan?
No, like I can barely hear Jonathan. Maybe I should share my screen too if I'm actually doing anything. So I don't have permissions to do that.
You don't have permissions to do that. Maybe it's just like a big project thing. I don't know. So Jonathan, you were saying?
No, I don't have I don't have permissions to share my screen, or it's not about the permissions to not about the collaboration thing.
How have you been streaming until now?
Just to YouTube. I haven't been sharing my screen.
Yeah, that kind. Go ahead.
You have disabled screen sharing. Like it is, or at least Zoom keeps telling me that.
Go ahead.
All right. Okay. So this is my the Space Cutter project. Pull requests.
Jonathan, you were saying?
I think this project will rise or fall mainly on critical mass,
Mm-hmm.
but that's probably not what you want to talk about in the dojo. But about the technology, I think there are a few things important here, but all your solutions catch them all. Like, I think you want the ability to later on write code with upvotes and downvotes.
Mm-hmm.
I think you want that when you write that code, then the people who originally posted will have edit access to their own stuff or whatever. Like, which you'll get if they do pull requests in GitHub, and you'll get if they email you.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You can also, if you're not sure, you can allow people to either email you or submit a pull request.
Either email us or submit a pull request.
Yeah, it would be crazy.
If somebody knows like where that thing might work, like actually maybe this is because it's a fork and not like a repository that I own. That might be the problem.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's try like creating like a completely like new repo and
We have a new repo and try it.
Yeah.
So Ben asked not just use a bog standard database and web application instead of this whole GitHub complication. And I think the answer is very clear to me. And it is that we were planning like a multi-dojo thing where it will take us, I don't know how many hours to get something out there. And we'll have to, learn how to work with Heroku or Fly.io or whatever. And we'll have to provision a database and all sorts of things that honestly we do not care about at all. Like all we want is to, get something out there and have people interacting with it.
Or please share your screen and try to edit while you're explaining what's going on.
So there's readme.md. So yeah, we want to get something out there
the hell
as fast as possible. And if there's a shortcut that doesn't require us to write a full bona fide web application, why not use it? So Ben says, why not use Firebase? Firebase will not scale to the will not scale to where we hope to get. It will be a pain to move from Firebase to a regular database. And it's still a lot of work to get something on air.
Scale? What scale problems do you think you'll have with Firebase?
Jonathan is complaining in the background. You can't have Firebase will not scale to having, I don't know, 100 requests per second browsing this, I think.
Firebase just gets expensive serving static data, which is like the main pain point of Firebase. Like for like you're getting like a few megabytes of traffic for free, and then you actually pay. It will be like cheap in our scale, but it is something that like for real projects I would not consider that the Firebase as like my static serving thing.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we spent some time thinking, and it's time to make a decision. Do we go with option 1 is build Django, Postgres, or whatever web app, React, whatever web app, and that's a legit option we could choose. Option 2 is build a static website, have people send PRs. And I think, I think PRs are a terrible UX for submitting something. Like, they're a pain. And option 3 would be build a static website, have people email us stories, because we are lazy and don't like writing code. The mark of a good programmer is hating to write code. So Suf, let's just decide. Doesn't this just totally feel like the correct decision?
Not for me, because like emailing is also like not like I believe emails is like not a really good UX.
Okay, static website, have a Google form for stories. Actually, Google form even gives you like it doesn't forget your changes if you refresh, right?
Yeah, and it's like limited to like 5 submissions per second, which is like more than enough than what we need.
And of course, there's option 6, which is build a static website, have a
Markdown
form, like have a Markdown Editor form for stories that goes to some database or emails us through a server we control. Like have only the only interactive feature be this button, and only implement that with an actual server.
So there are also like SaaS projects that can basically just give us the interactive thing where it sends us email, and then we can just use a Markdown editor that is like we lose the caching thing where like if your browser crashes then you're sad, but it does mean that we can keep our site like completely static.
Maybe there's like a Markdown editor that doesn't lose things when we refresh. Not this one. Oh, this one. Yeah. Here. What? Why every 10 seconds? Why not immediately? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we can just use this JavaScript thing.
Yeah, we can just maybe control the interval and configure it to like be 0.
Yeah, obviously. So did you say there's a SaaS we can use that emails us the results of a post request?
I think so. There are like forms, like form SaaS. Typeform. Typeform is like a complete.
Actually, Google Forms is kind of this thing. Like, you can figure out how to just.
I think Form.io, or maybe you were just scrolling over it. Let's see.
Oh, what about FormSpree? Sounds like the thing there. But yeah, you're right. I should be looking for Form API.
You have the built-in functionality that sends email after someone submits a form in Google Forms. you can configure it in the settings.
Yeah, but we don't want to use Google Forms.
All right.
Yeah,
Like
we
we
want-
don't want the use with Google Forms.
You can only use the backend.
But here,
Yeah.
this looks amazing.
Yeah, forms free. Awesome.
This amazing. This probably looks good. Let's see.
Yeah, the fact that they have like forms free have a React component that we can just basically plop in there and like forget about everything is like super nice.
Anyway, so we're starting to arrive at a solution, right?
Yeah, because we're going to be editors of like the content anyway, so we're going to curate and like review everything.
This takes off. Yeah.
So I think like so a live Markdown editor plus a form SaaS seems like the nice part of the UX where you stay in the site and you don't navigate away to some other area. Oh, so you're thinking about comments now?
Thinking ahead, thinking like,
Yeah.
okay, so this is nice, but is there a competitor and should we look at both of them? That's it. Don't ignore what I'm doing. I'm listening to you.
So I think we can probably okay, let's think about like what could go wrong with this. Like, are there any crazy limitations to that form spree thingy where we haven't read the fine print yet?
I mean, if there are, we'll just switch it immediately. You know.
Yeah, but we can, do like the simplest verification where it's like not like 5 submissions and you have to pay. So you get
yeah, of course. And like, let's get the. So we have like.
Okay, 50 submissions per month.
This, right?
Yeah. And
so,
it can send, yeah. So form spree does the thing where we want.
Cool.
Yeah.
The other guy, right? Form.io. Like we can compare their pricing. Although this one looks so much nicer.
Yeah.
Like this one to me, hello developer. I'm a developer too. Let me help you.
Yeah. So it's only limited to 1 team member. That means that either you or me, somebody owns that that account, and like we cannot collaborate together on that specific product. Like if we want to keep it free and not pay like the outrageous $8 per month for keeping an API online or sending us email.
Oh, start at 300. Yeah, we are not using Forms.io. Like seriously, what the hell?
Don't they have like a free tier where it's like sane?
Posted tier.
Uh-huh. All right. So yeah, I think form spree 1 versus
that's the first thing you do.
Yeah.
Like when looking for anything. Versus get form versus form submit. So this looks like
also FormSpark looks like developer friendly, and let's see like how much do they cost. So they cost like $0 for $0 for like the free tier, and you get 250 submissions at all or per month.
So form submit looks like a PHP app from the 90s. And doesn't seem to have like a pricing, whatever. Seriously?
I think
Is
their
this
API
just-
does.
They definitely are from the 90s. Like, look, have you seen
Yeah.
this word anytime in the last decade? But also, like, this seems to be a public service. Like,
I'm
they're doing
surprised
this
it's not like a formsubmit.org. But we can actually, like, I can build a backend that does this, like, and it would not cost a lot of money, probably.
I'm saying I think they did. I think this is just an ad for their like for their consultancy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's exactly what we want, probably.
Yeah. So formsubmit.co at your email. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. That's amazing. Very nice of them.
Okay. So
Oh wait, /youremail.com.
yeah. So
That's
yeah, you don't have to sign up or anything.
funny. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So we're going with formsubmit.co.
Yeah.
Definitely. They have the killer feature of being nice. And yeah, I think they just won. Unless pricing 50 per month. And there's branding on thank you page, because there has to be some thank you page, right? Actually, what does formsubmit do? Is there like a redirect? No, what happens after?
I'm guessing if you inspect the form at their bottom, it will be for their own email because it's a demo for the product.
What form at the bottom?
There was like some, or try it now. You say there was a button of like try it now.
There is. You're right. I don't want to give my email.
I mean, you kind of are giving your email, but you know.
And that's just the first time? No, never mind. I'll just stop sharing and go check my email for a moment.
Yeah. But actually, because it's a post request, then we can just we can do the React thing where we prevent the JavaScript thing where we prevent default and like.
Did I get an email? Oh, there's an email from formsubmit. Activate form. Form activated. They're saying like, woohoo, form activated. Oh, nice. Now let's go back here and submit again. Submit a form. Okay, CAPTCHA. And then return to original site, and it's just, I guess it's refer. Yeah, it's refer. Okay, sure looks nice. I'll just hide my email. See that I got it and hide it. Yep, got 2 new submissions. Exactly the same. How nice. So we have a winner. We have a winner for how to submit the form. We're using form submit. And all the rest can be static. We can be like smart static and write all our own HTML and be smart.
By the
Or
way,
we
did
can
you see
be
that
like-
you can replace your email with a UID, with the like they give you like a random string where you can just hide your own ID after that, your own email.
Did I get that like in the email that I didn't read?
Yeah.
The confirmation?
In the confirmation email, it says like, thank you for using form submit. You can use that like, and then it's like a random string where basically it shows. Yeah, I can use that. Like I can show that. I'm not sharing screen, so never mind. Anyway, yeah.
You can share screen.
Let's do that then.
You are right now. Like you don't have to share screen because your
right.
camera.
Yeah, my
shares
camera.
screen.
Yeah, so basically what I'm saying is like you see this random string. This one is like a replacement for your own email. So
And now everyone watching this screen can use it to email Sue from the internet.
yeah, that's all right. My email is like I use like the hi@sufgolan.com, which is like completely public. It's not. Not. You could also like email me anyway. I'm not hiding that email.
Yep. So yeah, looks good, right?
Yeah.
People are saying like they've been here for a while and they're not sure what we're building. So we're building a website like this, where you can like
You're not sharing your own screen now.
You're right. A website like this where you can add war stories about infrastructure and software tools you used, and then the whole world will know to be careful of whatever things burned you. And I'm not sharing this Excalidraw with everyone because it's my main Excalidraw file that has like my entire life in it, including my customers' entire lives in it. So sorry about that. Right, we have like half an hour and we want to get something online. Let's do the simplest. Like, should we write our own static site generator? Or
Like,
should we?
Let's use like something like Astro, which is like, you know, basically built for sharing Markdown files.
Let's look at Astro. Astro builds fast content sites, blah, 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 blah.
It renders Markdown by default, and it has also syntax highlighting built in. That's the only thing you need to know.
No, I need to know some more because I need to know about how hard it will be for me to integrate Discuss and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, this looks complicated. Are you sure I should use some complicated JavaScript related thing and not just like Jekyll?
So this is like a competitor to Jekyll, and it's easy to integrate like any front-end thing that you want on top of this. Like it's not shipping like React or anything by default. It's like basically a static site generator. What?
Isn't this a competitor to Jekyll that also does like backend stuff if you want?
Like I hate their backend. I didn't use it, and it's not like their main focus. Their main focus is static site generation.
Okay. And you promise me that it's not extremely complicated and stuff?
Like,
it does look extremely.
I used it. Like getting a site up and running is really simple. It emits HTML, and like the templating thing is like simple, and you can also like run JavaScript if you like, but you don't have to at all. Like their whole selling point is like, we don't ship JavaScript unless you ask us to. But like we can use Jekyll if you like feel less explorative.
Is their tutorial so? Why does it test my knowledge? I've pressed next 4 times and still. Oh, now we're installing the tool. Cool. Then they say open the project, start a dev server. Why do I need a dev server? Isn't this a
Because
static
live hot reload is nice.
Meh.
When you save the file, it reserves it. That's all.
Is that all? Wait,
Between
why
the-
is there HTML?
Between the dashes there, you can run JavaScript and then like a template, like use the string interpolation to inject like whatever you'd like, but you don't have to use that JavaScript area.
Yeah, but why is this HTML?
Why is it not?
And why is it not Markdown?
No. You can also like render a Markdown. Like you can do your templating like a layout with HTML and then use Markdown only for the content. The Markdown is obviously oblivious to the styling above it.
Right. So what kind of theme should we be looking for? A portfolio theme or a marketing theme?
I think a blog, because like it's gonna look like a post, like where you have like a feed and
Everything to post, but like it's not gonna be chronological and stuff.
Yeah. But I think like you look like you don't like this. So do you want to use Jekyll?
Or Hugo or something. I don't know, the simplest thing. This smells complex. Maybe I'm wrong, but it smells complex.
I give you full permission to reject using Astro. Like I've used Astro. I know what their limitations are, and it's about like React and stuff, because they don't do client-side routing properly. But we're not going to do client-side routing, and therefore I'm not worried about that. Like I don't want to let the React I don't want to let like the router being let the router be hijacked by React, and like that won't work properly in Astro.
How about you go with this theme? Looks
all right.
So extremely simple, pretty clean, pretty nice.
I'm all for it.
There's an archive. It's chronological. We will need to make it non-chronological. There's tags. Tags are nice. We want tags. And that's about it. Wait, how do they do search?
They index everything like on build time. This is like a trick that a lot of static websites do these days.
Static, like client-side search. That's actually very nice.
Yep.
Okay, I think I like this.
Sure.
Let's try to do that.
Does it suck on mobile?
Good question. Very good question. Important to ask. So we had like the demo here.
Looks all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not the best, worst. I mean, you know, mobile sucks.
We
Not
can live
much
with
we
that.
can do about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we kind of have a winner. And installation, didn't it have like an installation here? Guide. Hugo, new site, name of site, etc. So we go here and open a new project. Let's wait, actually you already created a repository for this, right?
Yep. You can just
So
clone.
what do you call it?
Morak.dev.
Dev. And there we are. Dev, open source. Let's put it here. Open. Yes, I trust us. All right. So we need Hugo, first of all. And we should install Hugo. Unless I already have it.
I had to
I
install
have
it.
it.
Could you please send the template? So actually, this is like is there something we can parallelize here? Or maybe at this point, not so much.
I mean, one of us can create some like content to have. Or one of us can explore how, like, there's the choice we have to make between what's they're called? There was Discuss and there was the other one.
Commento.
Which Commento, yeah.
Yeah.
And like Discuss is a big company, so and Commento I think isn't. Oh, their basic service is ad supported. That's terrible.
Discuss or Commento?
Discuss. And this obviously isn't. Wait, I say obviously, but I have no idea. Okay, Commento.
Pricing.
So Commento looks
not
but-
free by design. Also, like Commento actually costs money.
Really?
Yep. $10 per month. Nothing below that.
I see. Well then.
Well, comment SaaS. Well, I can.
Okay, you do some research.
Yeah.
I'll get the basics going with Hugo.
I don't think comments are good.
Jonathan thinks we shouldn't have comments. I think he's wrong. Like, I think comments are extremely important. I don't know. Okay, we can have a version without comments. We
Yeah.
won't die.
We won't die. Actually, we can also like in the beginning, if like people want to share feedback, we can have another form where it sends us the feedback.
Yeah, I guess. Hugo, new site, name of site, so that would be Morak. And -f YML. Congratulations, you have a website. It's under Morak. Download a theme into the same folder. So first of all, git
Oh,
add.
I know what productive thing I can do, which is to give you permissions to push back to the to the repo. because the next thing that is going to happen while once you generate like the initial shell, and I'll handle deployment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Check your email while not showing your screen, and accept the invite.
Just a moment.
Yeah, later.
Downloading the theme. Does it make sense to use a submodule?
It's probably behaving like a plugin or something, and that means that you can maybe update later without touching the content, like update whatever fixes they ship quite easily if it's a submodule.
I was just worried that probably, like, I thought it's this WordPress theme thing where you have to destroy the theme as you work, which, like, probably we will want to. Yeah, probably we will want to. So maybe we don't want this submodule.
You can always like clone it with a submodule and then just, you know, remove the git modules file, and it will be like vendored in.
Yeah, but then it will be vendored in without any history. Do we want it vendored in without history? Maybe we do.
I don't think we care about the history of this theme. It's a theme.
Right. Which like, we should probably test that we got a reasonable release, because there's master, and oh, there's even 7.0. Okay, let's look at commits.
Okay, I think I found a good contender for the commenting thing. It's
Cool.
It's called CommentBox, and it's tracking free and ad free, and it's free to use, and it's limited to 100 comments per month, which is like totally fine.
Nice.
Yeah. And they will fine me if we over comment. They will fine me $15, which I'm okay with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine you $15.
What?
Fine you $15. I don't know.
I mean, the thing that we can get by paying monthly is like we can pay $10 monthly. But yeah, I'll take my bets with the free tier and the
export.
Sorry?
Do they have reasonable comment export?
Good question.
Now, listen, I'm gonna go with the submodule way,
All right.
and days later we'll.
Looks like it's also a WordPress plugin, which means that might be. CommentBox. Export comments. Yeah. They export JSON files, which is much nicer than XML files. Okay. I think we have a winner. You are muted though, by the way.
Why would I be muted? Oh, I think I know. Okay, so I have the submodule, and then there's a config YAML somewhere right here, and Morak.dev, and I should add theme PaperMod. Wonderful. Now I may want to like copy all of this into my config YAML. And at some very soon point, we will want Google Analytics. Like, we can make the account right now, probably. You do not go online without Google Analytics. You want to know who's using your website, kind of.
Yeah. By the way, I'm faced with the option of like moderating versus automatic approval for all comments. I think like let's approve everything by default.
Yeah, let's approve everything.
Yeah, just doxed my personal email though. Doesn't really matter. Okay, great project.
Oh, we're gonna need at some point like open graph Twitter cards, something like that. Whatever. Should we be light by default, or is it just me?
Like I also like light themes, but I know I'm weird, so let's go with dark or auto. Auto is nice, especially if it has a toggle. If it has a toggle, then so keep it with auto and like let people decide.
I don't know. Like, I think auto is bad UX.
Auto
Like,
auto
maybe
mimics your OS. That's not that bad.
light and toggle, or just light and not have the headache. Right, whatever. Auto toggle. We probably want all of these things. RSS doesn't really make sense. Table of contents doesn't really make sense. What's comments? No, this was Astro. Oh, I see. That's like auto integration with Discuss and stuff. So what's the thing you found called?
CommentBox, just and it's not here.
Not here.
Because well, I don't know. They're probably too nice, but actually there's like a lot of like cactus comments. Let's see.
Paste it in the right movie.
That that will make things way better if it's like completely integrated.
Yeah.
So cactus comments, self-hosted. I don't think we want to self-host this. We want managed comments. Like we can spin up a Docker if it's like completely easy to just spin it up with like, that doesn't look easy. That looks like a lot of API keys. Yeah, so Cactus, could you please send me the list and then I'll check them like one at a time? While you
What
can
list?
the list of like integrated comments thing. Yeah.
So send it through chat.
Yeah, good enough.
So wait, they were only free because it's self-hosted? Is that the thing?
Yeah. Yeah, so
Okay.
it's open source, but you need to like basically host the Docker. And probably also like host like the storage because the Docker does not give you storage.
Yeah, of course. So nope. Okay, I think we'll touch all these things much
Ooh,
later.
a comment system powered by GitHub discussions.
I'm not sure you actually want that, do you?
I mean, it does solve a whole lot of hosting, and then we can, I don't know. Yeah, host it publicly, I guess. Your comment database.
I'm gonna comment all the social icons for now, and maybe later. I don't know. Not sure what that means. Edit post. Probably shouldn't have this. I don't know. Okay, let's those are not important enough. Let's get back to the important stuff.
So another thing that the GitHub comments hosted thing gives you is basically it's Markdown all the way down. It's like it's a Markdown editor, like GitHub's Markdown editor.
Mm-hmm.
People will feel right at home editing this kind of Markdown. Well, except for the fact that GitHub does not offer like the WYSIWYG editor. You basically need to switch between the two views.
By the way, if we have comments, shouldn't we just have like a comment form at the end that is for the entire page, and that's where people submit new things? And then we move them to be posts?
I mean, we can. Oh, I think like the only thing that is kind of problematic is that it probably requires that people can need to sign up with GitHub to use that thing.
Yeah, obviously. But I think for comments, that's fine. Like,
so there is a Giscus, which is like the GitHub discussion comment system.
No, we can think about that. Should we have some content? Like which? I have. What do I hate? What have I regretted using?
Like,
What have most regretted using? Thankfully, I haven't really used, Mongo in anger at any time in my life, so not that.
so I have used a little bit of Mongo and it was terrible.
Obviously,
Yeah.
but then you'll to write that part.
What? Yeah.
That
But
means
also, this was also like just because of like terrible practices within the team that I joined. Not probably.
yet.
No, I mean the fact that like basically, it's a really good argument against like the fact that Mongo has no schema, but it's not like a good argument against the tool as a distributed database.
Right. But I'm trying to think like what should I most scream at people not to use ever? Oh, that's obvious. The one thing I always scream at people to never use ever. And that is DocuSign. It's not exactly,
Not a dev tool, but okay, yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, definitely DocuSign. Oh my god. So should this be under posts? Like, how do we? Oh, there's a sample page. Has way too many things. But oh, it's a type of post, I see. Or I don't see. Minus kind post. Archetypes, default. Let's go with default. Okay. Hugo new content. Let's call it like content. Oh no. Content. Okay, what happens if I do this?
I really don't like comment systems that don't have like a comment demo of their own product at their front page.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we could just use like WordPress. Also, like, has everything we need. But it also requires a server, so it's not static, so maybe not.
So my themes was in another themes directory accidentally. I fixed that. Let's try now. Content is not a template. Oh, that's from the getting started. I need to come from here. So I probably want like a page MD and it should be empty-ish. Yeah, I think it should be empty-ish. So I have archetypes default. Can't I just do like kind default? No. Do I need the content thing at all? Yes, this seemed to work. Let's look at my website. Hi there, welcome to blog. Categories, tags. No idea where that comes from. this thing called content DocuSign. So
You should probably just give you write yourself as an author then and let the theme render your name in the correct place. Like in the
I don't think I should. I don't think I should because this should be a list of posts by different people.
I see. So we're not going to use the actual post format of the theme. We're basically
I don't know. Maybe we should go by category.
I think so. I think maybe we should use maybe the tag will be DocuSign. Then you'll have the stream of the posts that answer to that tag. And then
Let's play with it. Then we'll figure out how to do this.
Yeah.
First, let's get something in the air.
So if you'd kindly commit whatever it is that you have there, then I will try to host it.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, let's get that deployment pipe running, and then every time we push a commit, then it will get redeployed.
Yeah.
I'm, by the way, I'm fond of Cloudflare pages.
Of what?
Cloudflare pages.
Come on, just use pages.
I mean,
it's a static website.
Yeah, and they host static websites.
So do GitHub, and it's so much simpler. By having one less moving part, Cloudflare pages can't make it as simple as GitHub pages, no matter how much they want to.
I beg to differ. You can see what I'm doing right now in my share screen. Morak.dev.
Let me see what now in your share screen.
Yeah, so let me actually share my screen. And yeah, so basically you just go to your let's start from you create a new application, you say pages, connect to Git, Morak.dev, begin setup, and you either point it to where your static assets are already built, or you can use a template where you can say it's probably, you said Hugo, right? Yeah. So save and deploy.
Okay.
Tell me that wasn't simple.
I don't know. Do they register for how do they know I pushed a new version?
So first of all, let's see, it failed because did you push anything? No, you didn't push. Yeah. So you give them, permissions to your GitHub, but I trust Cloudflare. It's a company that I'm not afraid to give them permissions to read my GitHub repos. And you can also be selective.
Oh, right. You told me I have to accept the invitation. I didn't. Sorry.
Yeah.
My problem, not yours.
Yeah, but that's all right because now I'm sharing screen, so it's even safer that you're checking your email now.
You're not sharing screen?
I
think
I am.
Maybe. I don't know. Okay. So git push.
Hopefully I'm sharing screen.
No, you're just having the screen as your background.
No.
As God intended.
I don't think so, but
I'm pretty sure you're not sharing screen, but who cares? Now you're sharing screen. So retry deployment?
I think it's probably already done the redeploy trigger by itself.
Right.
Yeah. And let's see. Submodule path, PaperMod checked out. and it says unable to locate config file or config directory. Perhaps you need to create a new site. That's like a CLI Hugo thing.
I'm gonna guess you need to tell it like it's in the Morak subdirectory, or I can just move it out if you prefer.
I didn't see the structure. What did you push? Is it not like the root of the repo?
And I think that's a mistake. So how about I just fix it?
Yeah, sure. Then I'm just waiting for you to push the new thing. You can actually, if you, I'll stop my share, and you can, like, I'll still, you know, we'll still have like the live stream from your end.
Let me share screen and show how I'm fixing it. So
Yeah.
we have this main, and then there's the Morak directory and all kinds of things in it. Probably some of them hidden. The Hugo build log file, which I'm gonna guess shouldn't really exist because Hugo is not running. So let's remove that. And now let's git move Morak / everything right here. Git move Morak anything -r. Really? Source directory is empty. Oh, it's complaining just about some stuff. Okay, who cares though? Sure, I can do something smart. Okay, that worked. And let's just make sure that it works now. Hugo server. No,
Sorry.
my fault. Totally my fault. I don't think there was anything terrible in there.
Probably not. But I can also like unpublish the live stream and then re-edit that 3 seconds out.
Okay, let me just remind me at the end, which should be soon, to have a quick look and see that everything's fine.
Yep.
I gotta say, this has been some nice English language practice. I know that's a silly thing to get from a live stream, but yeah, I should talk English more.
Yeah, I'm actually planning to transition all my streams to English by the end of probably October.
Okay, so I pushed. Let's look at your side.
All right, so sharing screen.
Share screen. You just have to talk.
Yeah, but I mean, this is like a cleaner, and also like I get to see like I get to host your face above mine in a better thing than when Zoom is like already, by the way, like running in progress. So yeah, deployed. So
okay.
First of all, let's see if it's hosted. That's the commit. That's not what I meant. Yeah. Hi there. So right now it's hosted on GitHub's pages dev domain, and then we can just connect it to the domain that we just bought. So custom domain, setup Morak.dev, and activate domain. Like, Cloudflare have a really good product. I think like the Cloudflare pages is like an actual. It's a really good service.
Looks
And
nice.
yeah, and you know DNS is DNS, so things take time.
You can do something about it.
What? First of all, like check DNS records. I mean, it's hosted in Cloudflare. Just do the thing.
I don't think, like,
They
I think they
usually
want you.
yeah. I can go. Oh, active. That's it. Let's see how long does it take them to actually like from when they say the records are there to actually like being reachable. We can also like dig into Morak.dev, CNAME. Yeah, so they know something.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Here doesn't work.
Let's see what happens if I say something.
No, it's saying DNS address couldn't be
Yeah,
found.
but
So,
I'm saying like maybe DNS probe possible. So that's different than before.
ask Chrome to like clear DNS cache, I think.
Chrome
DNS
clear.
or something.
Yeah. I don't remember the magic thing. So yeah.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, but I'm on Brave because bad reasons.
Yeah, probably bad reasons.
Yeah.
Try again.
Interesting. What is the possibility that I don't have anything like completely sensitive here, so sure. Yeah. You might see some DNS records.
Fluffydactyl.com.
Yep. Nothing's there. It's like my junk domain.
Okay.
Yeah, but it does say that it is proxied, so
Let me try actually.
yeah.
Yeah, for me it works.
Yeah, so it's only my machine because I refreshed it like a couple of times, so
Everything
sure.
is terrible, of course.
Yeah, DNS is terrible all the time.
Okay, I think we did some stuff today. We should go to sleep because people can't watch us for 3 hours straight.
Yep.
Maybe yeah, next week we'll just add some content and try to make it like design it, add comments, do all the things we need to get it like to launch basically.
Yeah,
think-
so we have decided on technologies, which is like the
we launch on Hacker News. And so my request to everyone watching, all 15 of you right now that kept with us the whole time, this is my email address, and please send me some war stories of yours from different infrastructure and open source libraries and stuff that you used, so we can put them up on the website and have some initial content, please. That would be really nice. You can also use WhatsApp, which you all have my number. And yeah, was a pleasure. See you next week.
Yeah, was fun.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Bye bye.